Good day everyone, my name is Laylaa Ebrahim. I'm a first year master's student with the Minerals to Metals Initiative at the Department of Chemical Engineering at the University of Cape Town. My project involves assessing the distribution, composition and potential human health implications of particulate matter in the Saldanha Bay Municipality.
The Saldanha Bay Municipality is situated within the West Coast District Municipality in the Western Cape Province along the west coast of South Africa. There are several large towns in the municipality, such as Vredenburg, Saldanha, and Langebaan, as well as other fishing and holiday towns situated along the coast of the municipality. Saldanha is a picturesque coastal town, situated on the northern corner of one of South Africa's largest natural bays. The ideal location of the bay attracts both local and international water sport enthusiasts. The port of Saldanha Bay is South Africa's deepest port and is regarded important for economic growth along the west coast. The port was built in the early 1970s for the export of iron ore, with the very first shipload exported in 1976. By this time, the Saldanha Bay harbour became an international port and could accommodate large ore carriers. Today, various other metal ores are exported, such as lead, manganese, and zinc. The presence of the Transnet port and other industries have resulted in the transportation of different types of metal ores through the municipality. The metal ores are transported in uncovered wagons, handled and exposed to the atmosphere by being stockpiled in open yards until exportation. These operations can be classified as anthropogenic activities, which contribute significantly to the inadvertent contamination of the environment and surrounding communities. Two major air pollutants that arise from mining-related operations include particles that have an equivalent aerodynamic diameter of less than 2.5 and 10 microns. Such pollutants are known to reduce the quality of air and cause adverse health effects on the surrounding communities. So, why is air pollution such a big problem? It has been approximated that about 7 million people die due to air pollution globally. These premature deaths result from the combination of both ambient and household air pollution and largely result from underlying medical conditions such as heart disease, lung cancer, and acute respiratory infections. The World Health Organization reports that 9 out of 10 people breathe highly polluted air, and nearly 91% of the world's population live in areas of extremely poor air quality. The aim of this study is to assess the potential human health implications associated with inhalable metal-bearing particulate matter in the Saldanha Bay Municipality. The first objective of the study is to determine the receptor sites to carry out sampling across the Saldanha Bay Municipality. The second objective is to collect, generate, and analyze particulate matter samples for elemental composition and concentration, as well as to measure concentrations of particulate matter. The third objective is to provide a preliminary indication of the potential health implications from the analysis of the samples. This project consists of 3 studies: the desktop, fieldwork, and lab studies. A previous study was conducted around Saldanha to determine whether the presence of industrial and metal-producing activities contribute to the overall metal contamination levels in the soil. More importantly, the study also highlighted the potential sources of metal dust emissions in and around Saldanha. The sources include Bow Transnet terminals, ArcelorMittal Saldanha Works, Tronox Namakwa Sands, Tofurco Steel Processing, Lafarge Saldanha, and VDM Transport and Handling, and are indicated in Figure 1. Table 1 indicates the different products that these companies manufacture and/or process. Table 2 indicates the 9 municipal sampling sites, as well as the type of sampling that is carried out at each site. Figure 2 provides a visual representation of the proximity of these sampling sites to the potential emission sources that have been highlighted. The Saldanha Bay Municipality has published dustfall monitoring reports from January to September 2019. The dustfall rate, as well as the concentrations of lead, copper, zinc, iron, and manganese are reported. Figure 3 indicates the months where exceedances have occurred. The only metal that exceeded its limit was lead, with the highest concentration measured at the Vredenburg Reservoir in January. However, the results reported are from the analysis of dust bucket material. dust bucket analysis produces low-resolution data, and apart from this, there has been no further analysis carried out to identify the concentration and composition of the fine particulate matter or to assess the potential health implications. To complete the desktop study, investigations regarding the problems faced in Saldanha Bay are to be carried out in the form of interviews. Furthermore, analysis of climate data needs to be completed to help determine the receptor sites. The fieldwork study includes installing the sampling equipment across the district. The two types of equipment that are considered are low-cost optical particle counter sensors and personal exposure monitors. OPCs provide fast and online measurements and are more economical than an air-quality reference station. Since the aim is to collect real-time concentrations of particulate matter at more sites, another advantage is that the OPCs provide much higher resolution data than dust bucket materials. By using personal exposure monitors, the size resolved composition can be determined, and they are already in wide use across many industries for the sampling of airborne contaminants. The lab study includes generating dust from ore samples. This is done to account for various other contaminants, such as sea salt aerosol, since the study will be carried out along the west coast. Both the generated dust and the dust samples are required to be analyzed to determine metal constituents and whether or not limits are being exceeded in the area, and what the potential health effects would be by inhaling this metal-bearing dust. The two methods of analysis that would be used are a computer-controlled scanning electron microscopy, also known as QEMScan, as well as inductively coupled plasma mass spectrometry, also known as ICP-MS. The results of metal concentration that will be obtained will be compared to the South African and international guideline values to determine which are within limits and which have exceeded their limits. The Sustainable Development Goals are known as the blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all. They address many global challenges faced today and are all interlinked. With regards to this study, there is focus on Goals 3 and 11. Goal 3 aims to achieve good health and well-being. The inhalation of metal-bearing dust results in various respiratory complications. Therefore, it is of utmost importance that there are continuous efforts made to work on emerging health issues and to reduce ambient pollution. Goal 11 focuses on sustainable cities and communities. Cities and industrial zones are the hub for both social and economic activities. In this study, due to the presence of the Transnet terminals and other industrial activities, it is important to ensure that the best management practices are in place to reduce the levels of air pollution in the Saldanha Bay area. Ultimately, it is envisaged that the data and information that this study will provide could also be used to facilitate evidence-based policies and interventions to mitigate the implications from exposure to particulate matter in Saldanha Bay and beyond. Thank you.